Good viewers from around the world. This is a step-by-step analysis of an air passengers dataset. It's an inbuilt dataset in R, and I will introduce you to a package called Zoo. Zoo package usually used to analyze date column that is looking complicated. So whenever you see any date column that is complicated, use a package called Zoo. So let me take you on a step-by-step analysis of an air passengers dataset. So the dataset we're analyzing today is an air passengers dataset. It's an inbuilt dataset in R. So we're going to start by loading our packages, and the function we are using to load our packages is called library. So the first package we are loading is data table, and the second package we are loading is zoo, and the third package we are going to use for this analysis is ggplot for plotting graph. So let's load our packages. So we have loaded the packages, and this is the console under. Then after that, let's check the data set. Let's check it. So by doing this, these are all the data set in Arrow, input data set. And the one we are going to use today is an air passenger data set. It's an monthly airline passenger numbers from 1949 to 1960. So analyze, let's view the data. Okay, let's view it. Let's view the data. So we can see that this data set is not like your usual date data set. You can see the way the date is numbered in 1, 2, 3, and the passengers, these are their numbers. You can see that it's looking complicated, and whenever you see a data set that is looking complicated like this, that has the date like this and the number of passengers like this, what you are going to do is you are going to use this package zoo. Whenever you see any data set that the date column is complicated, you are going to use zoo. But if you see a data set that the date is not complicated, you are going to use lubridate. But since this is a complicated data set that has and the date is complicated, we are going to use what? Zoo package for the analysis. So now let's clean our environment. So we have successfully cleaned our environment. So now let's convert the air passengers data set to data table for easy analysis. So this is how you convert it. This is how you convert it to data table. And you use this one. This is the function you use to convert it to data table. Now this zoo package is zoo package that will give you this year month time. When you're using zoo package, these are the steps you take. You put this function year month, and you put this time. When you're using what the zoo package for analysis, then you put in the name of the data set. Then when you have done that, you now come down here to this place. Then you put a comma, then you come down. Then you create another column called what? Passenger. When you create it, after creating it, then you now turn it to numeric. After turning it to numeric, because data table only recognizes numeric numbers for analysis. So that's the reason why we are turning the passenger word to numeric, and we are turning the date to normal date column. And after this, we are going to view it to see the difference. So let's run this. So now we successfully run it. So let's check it. Let's view it. Let's come down here, and this is it's now in the normal what date format. And this is what the passengers numbers, we have changed it to passenger, and these are the number of passengers, and it's now in the normal format. So now let's view it. Let's view our new analysis, our new passengers data set. Let's view it. Let's see how it is now. So let's view it. So now we can now see the difference. We can now see how the date is. The date are now properly outlined. This is the year, this is the month, and this is the day, and this is the passengers. You can see the difference between this one and the former one that I showed you. There's a big difference now. Now let's go back. Let's filter the data set for plot, for graph. So now we are going to use um, passengers from 100 and air passengers from, let's say, less than equal to 6. Let's use 650. So now this are going to filter the what, the air passengers from 100 to what, 650 for easy analysis. So now let's run it. And now we've successfully what, done it. We've successfully filtered the data sets for easy analysis. So now let's plot the graph. So as usual, we already loaded the package ggplot. Now let's run it. So it's filtered, then AES X. So now the X will be what, date. While here, if you check here, if I go back to the data table, you can see that it's V1 that is written. So the X will be what, V1. Instead of date, is written as V1. Then the Y will be what? Um, since we've changed it here, this is it now. It's now passenger. So it's passenger we're going to write. So we'll come down. Then we're going towards line. So now we've written join line. So now we're going to use red color. Red, and the size will be what? We are going to use 2. The size of the line will be 2. And the theme we are going to use is black and white. Then time towards, let's label the graph. Title will be time series of air passengers. Okay, it's okay. Then the X will be called or date. Then the Y will be called air passengers. So let's quickly run it. Let's quickly run it and see what our graph will look like. So this is what our graph will look like. So this is what our graph will look like. We can see that the date, this is the value, X value, and this is the Y value. We can see that the date increases, the number of passengers that board the airplane increases. You can see the difference. It increases. So the reason of this analysis is to show you that is this package here, library, is this zoo package. You will use it whenever you see any date that is complicated, any date column that is complicated. You just use this package, and this package will help you to analyze it properly. Then when you use the package, you will now come here and write year, month, then time. This, you use this as date, as the date, year, month, then time. This is the sequence of the zoo call of the zoo package. You use it to give you your date column. It will keep it properly. So this brings me to the end of this video. So hope you've learned something today. Thank you. See you next time. So for those of us that made it to the end of this video, please like, comment, and subscribe to my YouTube channel. Please, I really appreciate if you do that.